We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
What has been your biggest challenge this year?
My biggest challenge is probably staying communicated with my groups and collaborating on projects because we all have different ideas and don't live near each other.
My biggest challenge was just getting all of my assignments in on time.
I think my biggest challenge this year was like with the eco car, in that we tried to get it to work, and our group members overthink a lot, overthought a lot, and it led to certain doom, but somehow towards the end we got it all to work.
My biggest challenge was probably getting all the assignments done and getting them done on time.
My biggest challenge this year was kind of like maneuvering through everything because my mom never really opened up to me in all the technological problems. So I never really had a laptop. I never had any social thing. So it was really hard for me to go through all of it, try maneuvering. I didn't even know how to open into a new tab.
My biggest challenge has to be communication, because it's very hard to communicate with others from different schools.
My biggest challenge was understanding all of the new things I was exposed to.
Working in groups, because I'm not very good at expressing my opinions well.
How'd you overcome it?
We found new ways to communicate with each other through email or Google Chats or just Canvas.
I set dates in my calendar and reminders so I know when I have to turn stuff in.
We had a design, we had some innovations, but they weren't working, so we had a basic car from the last visit we did. So what we did is we just scrapped it all, went back to original car, and it worked out pretty good.
So I overcame it by having all of my friends that were tech savvy, and it really helped out because it's great having friends that can know what to do and have your problems that are your strengths. And it really helped me out.
I overcame this by creating group chats and using the emails that were provided from the advisors.
Mostly by help of my friends and peers and the people around me.
I decided that you have to talk with your group and discuss things.
The graduates this year, and really all of our cohorts, reflect such a wide range of students. Not only where they're from, we enroll kids from 24 school districts throughout 10 counties. So we have a huge area that we cover, and that includes students from various interests too. And what we see is the bottom line is when we attract students, it's really about the teaching and the learning. They come from a variety of backgrounds, they come with a variety of skill sets, they come from a variety of circumstances with a variety of needs, frankly. But what they all have in common is they want to participate in a program that's really about applied learning, where they can work collaboratively, work collectively, take what they're learning and actually apply it to problem solving. Not learn content in classrooms in isolation, but it's this culmination, this whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And it's the diversity of the kids in the program is a strength, and everything that they bring individually makes the program stronger. So it really is a nice, it's an eclectic group of kids and that share a common interest, and I think that really breeds something strong.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
We're so excited at graduation this year, recognize all the graduates, their families. We had some great partners come in as our guest speakers. We had Johanna Duncan-Poitier, the Senior Vice Chancellor at SUNY, joined us. Tom Caulfield, Vice President and General Manager at Global Foundries at Fab 8, and Mike Hickey, Chief of Staff, Siena College, was great to have him, and of course Assemblywoman Carrie Warner joined us as well, our Assembly representative for the 113th District, a huge supporter of all of our programs and education throughout our district. So it was so nice to bring everybody together, have that recognition from some really great partners and across business, industry, higher education, talking about the work we're engaged in and really wishing students well as they went on.
I mean, I feel like I'm ready for college more than most of my peers are. I can work in group projects, but it's not just the college stuff. I feel like this is more towards the workforce, because in college you're going to sit down, you're going to be in class. I don't know how many huge projects you're going to have, but once you get a job in like a tech field, you're going to be working with other people on huge projects, not just studying for tests and stuff.
So graduating from TechSmart, I feel like I'm more prepared for the workforce and for college afterwards. I believe it's given me a leg up on my peers that haven't gone to this program. They are in for a rude awakening when they start their first college classes.
And what's nice about graduation is we do it with our Capstone Project presentation. So the seniors as well as the juniors, they share that together, and it's kind of a passing of the baton that everyone celebrates the work that they've done through their Capstone Project. And it was just, again, a huge array of all kinds of different real projects that are transdisciplinary, solving problems that kids encounter, applying all the knowledge that they have learned and really developing solutions. Saw some great stuff, and it's symbolic in a way that when they reflect on their year, they get to this Capstone Project, present it to government officials, partners in business, those kinds of things, and talk about the work that they've been engaged in, what that represents, and it really sets the stage nice as they move on to higher education. We're really fortunate. We have some great scholarship programs for all of our kids, and they continue to grow too. This year we had Astria Solutions. We're a very long partner now for several years. This is the second year that they've offered a scholarship to students. So we had 2 students receive that, $5,000 as they move on to higher education. Through our collaboration with Siena College, for students that are going on to Siena that complete our program, they get a scholarship as well. I believe it was $8,000 to credit as they start their freshman year or their first semester at Siena. So it's those extra things really help, and it's recognizes not only what the kids have done, but it's a jump start, and it's so important to the families as they transition to higher education. Everything helps. We know there's always significant costs, but our program, what it says is that our partners and these businesses and these colleges will invest in the kids. They know going through there that they've learned the skills they need to be successful, and they're happy to support them financially as much as they can.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
One thing we see every year, which is really nice, is so many alumni come back. They come back to graduation, they come back to see the presentations, but even more importantly, we have select days where there's Alumni Panel, where kids who have come through the program come back and talk to kids that are going through it about the experiences that they have now. So really what is the culture of the work that we do breeds and supports really strong relationships. You see that among the kids, you see that with the kids and the staff, and you just see that in the culture of the program. We spend a lot of time developing that culture too. A full collaborative learning environment really lends itself to kids connecting with themselves and among themselves and with adults in a lot of different ways. So as kids move through the program, we see kids graduate, they come back and they share. And it means so much to the kids that are coming through to see how much the kids that have gone through are still invested in seeing the success. They come back and share as well. So it's a great cycle of being able to learn and participate and to take that knowledge that kids continue to experience and share it with the generation behind them. We have several opportunities. Kids always, when they come back, which is nice, the ones that go away come back on break, and when they're on break, they always come and they stop by the classrooms and they're sharing what they're learning. Our summer bridge programs, which are coming up over the next 2 weeks, the week of July 11th and the week of July 18th, for our freshmen and sophomores, we have alumni come back that are in town for the summer. They participate in those programs as well. And again, it's about sharing experiences. And when you're coming in as a freshman, or you're a sophomore, you've been in the program a year, to have kids continuing to help support that as they move through is really important. There's lots of different frameworks for the work to coexist with higher education. We're just incredibly fortunate to have Hudson Valley as such a strong partner. Dr. Drew Mott, Dr. President, and his staff, really we work hand in hand with them, and the core of the work that we do is built around the pathways that lead to the degrees at Hudson Valley and ultimately to a four-year school, if that's what a child wants to desire. Our collaboration with Siena College has maximized that. As Hudson Valley directly matriculates to Siena College, students have two pathways. Some that I mentioned before go right to four-year at Siena. Others can go to Hudson Valley. When they complete Hudson Valley to directly matriculate to Siena, they'll get a scholarship when they do that too. We work with Sage College as well as a presidential scholarship that's offered to students through Sage. So we continue to grow those expectations. We're working on partnerships, and we saw it this year, especially with Union Graduate School now in its collaboration with Clarkson, how we can better train staff, better train future teachers to work in a problem-based transdisciplinary learning environment. We're looking to continue to expand that. We've had international students from St. Rose come. They have such a strong education program, but how we can better connect to start developing the teachers of the future too is an important part of the work. So we're really starting to be a little more deliberate in how we approach that.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
What has been your favorite part of this year?
My favorite part of this year was meeting new people and doing things I wouldn't usually do in normal school.
Meeting all the new people and just having a lot of fun.
I think my favorite part of this year has been coming to Tec Talks campus and it's a very nice campus and working with other people.
Probably just meeting new friends and getting the chance and the opportunity to work with other people from different schools I don't know and making new friends.
My favorite part of this year was really like going through, meeting new people, figuring things out, and like strengthening my weaknesses because that's how I am. I like making everything better about me and make the best person I can be, which was the best part for me.
My favorite part definitely has to be the summer program because we got to work with new people and I got to find out who these people were and just have fun.
My favorite part was meeting new people and making new friends. Just all the new things I get to experience and understand and meeting new people.
When we first went down the road, we went out to Ohio to learn more about early college high schools, and we visited one of the STEM schools, one of the first ones in the country, the Metro School. It's on the campus of Ohio State University, and we learned that to have a high school college partnership with business and industry co-located on a college campus, that synergy, a lot of magic can happen. And that was really a catalyst for us when we came back here, and it was with Hudson Valley, it was with NYSERDA, it was with CEG and some of our other partners saying, we have to have this opportunity. And that was really the catalyst to move forward, say our region, the center of Tech Valley, how can we not have an opportunity that takes these resources, bundles them, and puts a package forward to move kids through education, workforce training, if that's the route, and then ultimately into employment. So it was a real natural fit, and a credit to the leadership of all of our partners to be able to put something together, frankly, in quick fashion, which doesn't happen in education, whether at K-12 or at higher education. In very, very short order, within a year we were up and running, and we're proud to continue to move forward. We're bringing 90 freshmen in again this year for a summer program to start our new cohort. So there's sustained interest, and we certainly hope there is in the future. We started with 2 school districts, about 23 kids total. We have about 24 school districts now. We're in all 8 counties of the economic development region, plus 2 counties beyond. We want to keep enrollment at around 300. It's about 75 kids a cohort, plus or minus. We're right around there right now. Some of our cohorts coming through are much bigger than a few that we had when we started with, as it continues to grow. But we want to make sure that we keep it contained, because that experience that we can offer doesn't always come at scale as well. So it's a balance between protecting all of the tenets of our program that we believe makes it successful with the ability to serve as many kids as we possibly can. We're really looking forward to bringing our freshmen in. We have, as I mentioned, we have our bridge program coming up. That's the first time we get 90 or so kids from a lot of different schools together to say, hey, we're going to be spending a lot of time together over the next 4 years, meet each other. A lot of team building activities, like we spend a lot of time working on our culture, which we talked about, and being able to get those kids really to assimilate how learning can occur, which is a lot different than how it's occurred over their previous 8 years of formal public education. So we always look forward to bringing those kids in, and we continue to see our cohorts move through as well. Our first original kids that were in the PTAC program, they're juniors now. They're going to be on campus full time. So it's 3 years. It seems like time really flies, but we continue to move forward, and we're excited about always continuing to build all of our business partnerships.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
I mean, the first project were basically just like little steps. Like we had one project that was mainly focused just on nanotechnology. And then the next step was adding a little bit of marketing, and we kept updating that. Like for the solar project, we had to make a huge budget for the entire program. We had a limit of $80,000, I think, to implement a huge program. And we had to stay within that budget, otherwise we didn't get like any credit. So everything's kind of just like one step higher than the next. So the Capstone Project's gonna be huge. And I'm really, really close with some of the students here. Like they become really close friends. And it's different because we work together, so it's kind of like I don't know, like we're like employees together, we deal with the same things, we have to deal with the same teachers, we complain about our bosses, and we have to get stuff done by deadline, so there can be like a lot of conflict between us, but that makes us closer, I think, for the most part.
You have very high expectations here, and everything is it's more like a job than it is school. And you go back to homeschool and it's like everybody's rowdy and childish. I feel like it's made me a more grown-up individual, prepared me mentally for college and after that. I believe a lot of it has to do with the teachers, because they try to ingrain in you time management. We get a lot of different assignments and they're like, this is on your time, you have to manage your time wisely. And that has actually really helped me now. I feel that I wouldn't have been able to go to college had I have not learned these time management skills. It's really helped me out. It's always something to lean back on. If the career path you are trying to go into doesn't work out for you, I mean, starting out at $20 an hour is not bad.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I can overcome most of the problems that I face.
I learned that I can do a lot of things at the same time, like regular school, sports, college stuff.
I think I learned that sometimes you need some extra people that help you do some stuff, and other people can help you and are useful in many different ways.
I learned that I can do basically a lot of stuff on the computer that I didn't know. I didn't really think I was much of a computer guy. Now I know all stuff.
I learned about myself that I'm a lot more like smart than I am because I usually used to have low self-esteem, and it really boosted it up because I was able to do everything I thought I couldn't.
I learned that I'm actually a pretty good leader, and I never knew this out before, so.
I learned how to communicate better with other people.
I learned that I know more about computers than I thought I did.
I learned that I'm a lot more creative than I thought I was.
I learned that I'm a lot more initiative and I can collaborate very well with others.
The pathways that the kids are in really ultimately land in strong employment opportunities in our region. The pathways support economic growth. The pathways support the economy of our region and really the high in demand jobs that are provided right in our own backyard. And we've already seen some students come through, get their degrees at Hudson Valley, and turn around and land jobs. And whether it's in National Grid, which is incredibly high demand. We have a student over at Global Foundries. We have kids in four-year degree pathways as well that are going on from an engineering perspective and related fields like that. So to be able to do that, and if you want to stay home, which is what we're trying to encourage the kids to do, to come back and be employed in the area, to continue to support that work. There are lots of opportunities across all of our partners. What's nice about Astria Solutions, the child gets a scholarship and the child gets a business card at the same time, really saying, when you're done, come back and see us, and there'll be employment opportunities. What's nice is we, with our partners particularly, and our three really foundation partners from the employment perspective, Global Foundries, Cisco, and TRC, they are part of our pipeline. And ultimately, if you look all the way down the pipeline from us through college, they're at the end. And our three core partners, part of the work that we've done when we build the program is that if there's opportunities, those kids will be able to get a first nod if and when they're qualified to be able to do that. So that's something that's real important, and you've seen many of our other partners come through as well. We have a lot of gravity around the program, and I think what we're seeing now, 5 years of doing this, is our strength and our reputation and brand, where these kids have these experiences. They're qualified, period. They've already participated in college for several years. They have many college credits. Our seniors graduating next year are going to be they're within less than a year of striking distance of finishing their associate's degree. And what we're finding is colleges and businesses are saying that students are coming well prepared to succeed as they move through our program.
What Clean Tech means to me is working together and making a brighter future.
Clean Tech means to me new experiences.
Clean Tech means to me about learning new things and exploring the world.
Clean Tech means to me new opportunities.
Experience.
Broadening my horizons.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.
We're so fortunate to be able to document, literally, the work that goes on in the program. And as we look at the programs that have come out, and we talk to the kids that it's come out, it's very authentic. And our program is about authentic learning experiences. So what's being reflected is really what's going on. Is it messy sometimes? Absolutely. Is it always cut and dry? No. But that's learning. And whether it's the work we do with Look and CEFCU with their generosity underwriting that work, or what we do with our authentic audiences when we do our Shark Tanks and we bring in folks from the field to criticize, frankly, the students' work to help them continue to grow as they build business models and they solve problems. There's such a strong undercurrent of authenticity, and that's what we bring to everything. And like I said, it's not perfect, it's not supposed to be, because real learning isn't. And this has helped us tell our story, and every episode we continue to see more excitement in it. We continue to see the kids more and more involved, and we see over the year, which I really like, is that I know the staff does too, September's never June. So what you see something really is where it starts and ultimately grows over time. The real nature of the work that we're doing with Look Media, which is a backbone to a lot of telling our story about teaching and learning. You don't see this in every classroom. You don't see this in every school. Frankly, I don't know where else, except in programs like this, maybe at a national level, you see this kind of level of detail and transparency. The kids are involved in really documenting their own work using GoPro programs and GoPro cameras and talking about what they're engaged in. This isn't staged where somebody comes in and it's a dog and pony show about what's going on. It's so authentic, and the only way to bring that as life is to have the students absolutely involved with the process of documenting themselves at their work throughout it. And again, this is something that you don't see, but this is an experience that the kids can't get as well anywhere. So Look Media has provided us this really unique circumstance, and it's so important to programs like this is to talk about the story from the student's perspective, and for them to solve problems and go through processes. Sometimes it is incredibly exciting, sometimes, frankly, it's incredibly dull. It depends what they're working on, but that's real life, and the kids share that as part of their experience. Without the relationship with Look TV, with Look Media, without the support of CEFCU and other partners that underwrite that, we won't be able to capture what's going on through the kids' eyes in their classrooms and their learning every day.
We don't wake up in the morning and think, hey, I want to bank today. We don't aspire to grow up to balance a checkbook or take out loans. We bank for a purpose, for today and for tomorrow, for what we believe in and what we love. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking so you can love life. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. CEFCU, banking with a purpose.